Like some.
I don't know if I can control him this time. You know what? Fuck it.
I'm dangerous like gasoline when the flame is lit. Crazy photos on toxic pics. Fuck the movies, it's real life shit. I like to murder. I'm dangerous like gasoline when the flame is lit. Crazy photos on toxic pics. Fuck the movies, it's real life shit.
All I wanna see is dead bodies laying on the ground, let maggots feast. Watching rats spread around your meat. Your insides look kinda neat. Flesh looks rough, it's time to eat. Not very sweet, but my last name's street. Pistol whip and bind you. See what that evil mind do. You can try to run, but I'm always gonna find you. Tape you up and torture you like BTK in the afternoon. Tom Wayne Gacy was a friend of mine. Always came through, was killing time. Dahmer had it right. Cut you up with a butcher knife. Separating body parts, pulling all your joints apart. Ligaments are tearing. I'm hooked and I can't stop staring. The blood on the wall paints a portrait that tells it all. The blood on the wall paints a portrait that tells it all.
I like to murder, I'm dangerous like gasoline when the flame is lit. Crime free photos on toxic pics. Fuck the movies, it's real life shit. I like to murder, I'm dangerous like gasoline when the flame is lit. Crime free photos on toxic pics. Fuck the movies, it's real life shit.
Let's not look out behind you and slit your fucking throat. Watch your body hit the floor and your blood start to pour. Spitting and gurgling, it's running out your mouth. Now you fucking suckers know what I'm about. We get clown with the crown, cause I'm the king of fucking murdering. I'm in the beat the rape in your body just to watch it drain. Drill a hole in your skull just so I can pick your brain. I got a couple questions that are driving me insane. Like, why am I so weak? Why do I like to kill people? I never have moves, I just like the way it feels. By the time I'm fucking done, I'm gonna have 100 kills. I'm homicidal, suicidal, I think I need some pills. There's no one safe around me, and that includes myself. Knife blade through my wrist, and I don't think I can resist. Red rum is my drink of choice, I like to see it run. I store it by the gallon and drink it when I'm done.
I like to murder, I'm dangerous like gasoline when the flame is lit. Crafty photos on toxic pics. Fuck the movies, it's real life shit. I like to murder, I'm dangerous like gasoline when the flame is lit. Crafty photos on toxic pics. Fuck the movies, it's real life shit.
Hey, what up, buddy?
What's going on?
How's it going?
Good.
Nice. Did you have a good jug weekend?
I did.
Do anything fun?
We celebrated my son's 16th birthday a couple days later than it was. His birthday was on the 13th, but we waited till the weekend, and my wife made a killer tres leches cake.
Nice. What kind of cake?
It's tres leches, 3 milks. It's like a Mexican style cake.
For sure.
So I'm gonna look over this way a lot, so that's how I'm looking at comment.
Lee is a Mexican style man.
What?
What's up?
What's up?
Whoop whoop.
Whoop, whoop.
How are you guys doing today? Feeling fresh?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
A little bit tired. Fucking, I don't sleep enough. I'm just a piece of shit.
I don't sleep enough. I don't sleep enough either, but I got other things that make me a piece of shit besides that.
I'm a very moralistic piece of shit, you know?
Right.
I'm the type of person, I'll find a wallet full of money And if the person's around, I'll return it to them. You know, but if they're not around, I'm not gonna
Yeah,
go for them.
if you don't get caught, it's not a crime.
I don't know. Maybe that's shitty. I've actually thought about that one a few times. Like maybe if I do find it, like I'd be scummy to do that. I would hate somebody doing that to me. But I
Yeah.
also
My
think if somebody finds my wallet, as long as you return it to me with all my shit, you're an asshole for taking my money, but it's fair.
Yeah, give me my ID and my social security card back. I'll be straight.
Yeah.
That's the
That
hardest
should
shit
lead
to
us into our
fucking
first question, man.
I have.
What's your social security number?
I'll text it to you.
So, when did you start writing music?
Back in 08, 09, back in active addiction, I had some roommates, people that just came over and never left, but they were rappers or thought they were rappers, and so I was like there, and they had it all set up, and I tried it, and then I thought I was pretty good at it, and everybody around me thought I was pretty good at it, and at the writing especially, maybe the delivery and the recording ability just wasn't there, but the writing I always was pretty proud of, and then I got clean in 2010, and I used, a 12-step program to get clean, and they're brainwashed me to believe that you have to change everything in your life to get over drug addiction. People, places, things is what they teach you. Like you have to give it all up. So
You just
I
need
gave
to
it up.
where you think.
Yeah. So I gave it all up. I let myself be brainwashed and think, because at the time I got really serious into the program, and I was really grateful that it actually saved my life, because I was on a bad path. So,
Some
anyways,
people
but
do need the
I
structure.
gave it up, and when I gave it up after about 6 years in, I decided that I can't not do anything. That I had to start using marijuana again, because I have a lot of chronic pain and stuff, and I don't like taking pills.
No.
So I picked up weed again, and that's when they didn't accept me anymore in that 12-step program. So I kind of unbrainwashed myself, and at that point, I thought about it and wanted to do it, and just never. We were talking backstage before that, I was in relationships or married to women that just were having no part of any of that, like, because once I got straight, I got with like these straight laced Karens, because it was just crazy, and so they weren't even supportive of me listening to underground music, and so I kind of just never picked it back up, and then I found the love of my life like 6 years ago, almost 7 years ago now, online, because I used to stream, uh, doing weed streams, 'cause, and we met that way, and I fell in love, and she's from Michigan, so for the first time in, what was I, 42 when I moved here? In 42 years, for the first time, I left the state of California and moved to Michigan and got into the underground music here. And that's, I found Cartoon and Enoch, and that's, and then I convinced her, hey, let's like start going to shows. And then, they're amazing people. So we became friends, like, outside of seeing them at shows, we became friends. And
What do you feel
so
is
it is.
the biggest difference between West Coast Underground and East Coast Underground?
I haven't heard one gangster song at a show since I moved here yet. And it don't matter what kind of a show you're attending in California, there's always going to be and that's what I used to write and record back, when I was in that lifestyle, because that's what I was around. And so that's kind of where I was geared toward, even when I went to any shows or anything back then. That's kind of shows I went to. But I'm thankful for that not being
You can be gangster about it and not be a gangster, a rapper,
there's
or
many
perform in a
different ways
gangster
of
way.
actually being a gangster.
Right. Like in California and stuff, it's dangerous. I haven't felt, in fear of my life one time, at any shows I've been at all since I moved out here. And
California,
not just in Michigan, but
on the edge of death.
yeah, like you got to be really hardcore to freaking want to go to a show there. And I'd rather stay home and play with my bag. Like I just lost, yeah.
Oh, sorry. What was up, buddy?
I was just, I was going back to like, even when I got back into listening music and stuff, I just didn't think I could be creative. That's why it took so long. And then, becoming friends with Cartoon and Enoch and stuff, like it got the wheels like spinning and, started just writing. And then I was like, fuck it, I'm just going to do a couple songs, and nobody's going to like it anyways. It's just going to be for me. And, it's not going to be, I'm not going to take it serious. And that's changed here in the last few months.
You gotta keep on with it though.
I just, as long as I improve with every new song that I release, because I know I'm not great, you know what I mean? I think I can write pretty good, but this technology and how you record and the fucking DAWs that you have to use, like Fruity Loops, makes me feel like I gotta be a rocket scientist that knows how to do brain surgery, like But I'm putting in the effort to learn all that so I can put out better stuff. My recording ability is, I'm learning as I go. But if I just stay stagnant learning and don't release anything or don't record anything, like I'm not improving that skill either. So I'm
Shock
just,
and repetition.
Yeah.
Everybody's learning as they go.
I was blessed by one of somebody that goes to the shows that we've never even had a full-on conversation. It's like, hey, what's up, how you doing? But when he saw I release music, he also wants to try to get in to recording music, and he had pretty much a complete setup, like $400 or $500 worth a mic and a interface and all that stuff, and he's just like, here man, like to help me improve. And then Enoch, I bought my first mic and my little USB plug into the computers, and that's what both the songs that I've released so far was recorded on that mic, so it's not horrible. But with my new setup now, the next couple should be better. But
I like that. I'm dangerous. I like that whole killing shit.
Yeah, that's I don't know if people take the time to read my bios or anything, but I'm like big into like the true life horror, like serial killers, like I always have been. So that's pretty much what comes out of my brain. It's like a
You got a
release of my
serial
thoughts,
killer?
Not every single one of them. Okay, I have one I don't like that I don't, in my opinion, consider a serial killer. He's more of a mind fucker, and that's Charles Manson. Like the man never killed a single person. He's more of a mind manipulator, like so he's very, very, very low on the bottom of my scale of serial killers for sure.
Consider using another person to kill somebody, like using another person as a tool. You could group him as a serial killer, but I get what you mean. He's more like a crazy leader.
Yeah. But I mean, he's on the list, but he would be my least favorite. But
you know what he believes, right? Like a little bit more in depth. He thought that the Beatles were warning him with like the Black and White album and shit, and that song Helter Skelter, that there was an upcoming race war, and he thought that black people would kill off the white people, and then him and his group could rise up afterwards, like come out of hiding, once society fallen apart, and all this shit, and then they could become the leaders, because obviously even though these black people are stronger, they can't run a society. He had some crazy fucking beliefs, man.
Yeah. And the more years he spent in prison, the crazier they became too. Num num num. Who else in here? Enoch, what's up, bro? Devin, Bam, what's up, everybody?
Take a little.
Acid Cult for life.
Now,
Yeah.
what was your battle like through getting sober?
A lot of gel time, a lot of just I didn't give a fuck, and then I was locked up for like I don't know a couple months on some charges, and while I was in there, I just I was wanting to do something different, so I had some upcoming charges on that were actually going to send me to the pen this time for like 3 years, 8 months, which, up until that day that I made that decision was like the goal. Like I wanted to get to that level to where, I was in the state pen. Like that's how fucked up my mind was on substances. So,
Don't mind asking, what'd you use?
meth,
Meth.
yeah.
And your goal was prison.
I just, yeah. Like
In a
I
sense.
didn't.
Your goal
It was a stature thing, like I wanted to be looked at like, he's the, because I ran with the gang, you know what I mean? And, people of my color and look don't run with, those gangs very often. So you had to actually, be worth something to them for them to claim you, you know what I mean? And
I wasn't sure if you were white or some form of Spanish.
I'm a white and Native American.
Native?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know your tribe and connections and shit.
I'm Blackfoot. That's as far as I know. My grandparents look like they came straight off the res on both sides of my family. It's crazy. I just got the high cheekbones. Underneath these chipmunk cheeks, their cheekbones are high too.
These chipmunk cheeks.
Not only do I got chubby cheeks, but I'm like really stoned right now, so my cheeks are way up there.
Yeah.
What was the big push for you to finally, get your shit together a little bit? Have a near-death experience, or just sick of getting fucking sick every night, or
Just tired of being tired all the time. Like I had literally spent like years and years in county jail, just trying to be something that I really wasn't. Like up until the point where I like decided, okay, I'm gonna take this path. Like I was born and raised like upper middle class. My parents owned restaurants and convenience stores, and like I chose like at 14 years old, like I'm gonna go on this side of the railroad tracks and become this person because I wasn't cool. I was weird. I was different. Like I didn't, And I thought, okay, if I start doing this, like, rest in peace to my brother because he just died at the end of last year. But he was, into drugs and doing stuff like that. I don't know what their deal is, but so I looked up to them, and I thought, well, if I go over here, then I'll be cool. And then it took a hold of me, and then at like 17, I decided, I'm gonna be a cowboy again because that's how I was raised, like doing things on ranches, and my brother was a bull rider. So again, always looking up to my older brother, you know, making my life decisions, which wasn't always the best, I guess. But so for like 3 years, I stopped from like 17 to 20, and I started bull riding again, and that was like how I got my fix, because that's just a crazy, wild, different adrenaline. And then
Did you get good
it
at
just,
it?
I got good at it for a guy my size because I was probably like 300 pounds, which is big for a bull rider. Like
Right.
it's hard to hold your balance up, but I just got really strong, and
like
I got,
you like better at it, like you got like more of a grip on that motherfucker.
yeah, And then I got hurt. I hurt my back and decided, I'm not gonna get out of here, Ruby. I decided I'm not gonna, waste my life being injured, because I started looking around me and my environment, like all these guys were hunched over and barely walking, which is, I ended up there now, like I could barely walk now, my leg injuries and stuff, but I just, and then hanging out with girls and they had it and picked it up again. And then it was like every day for the next 11 years. I was almost 33 when I finally got clean. I'll be 15 years clean this May.
Congratulations.
Yeah, good shit, man.
Yeah. And I never wanted to. Definitely never thought. Even when I got clean, I was like, I'll just do this for a little while, like until I can control it, but
That doesn't happen like that.
yeah, no, but yeah, I'm, and I spent 6 years completely abstinent from everything. And then, I don't, there's a couple other mind altering things I'll partake in once in a while, but nothing heavy. I might go to space once in a while, but
Purely speculation,
yeah, purely.
Allegedly, some people
Allegedly.
I do drugs.
Now, when you're writing music, is there someone that you like try to channel in and become?
No, I just listen to the voices.
The voices tell me lyrics. I have actual ghost singers.
That I want that. Like we do have a ghost and Enoch's gonna be like, "Have you put that camera up yet?" But because all our cabinet doors in our kitchen, we'll go in there and they'll be open, every single one, and it's
You
like
could use a Ouija board and whatever it says, use that as lyrics.
that would be a good song for sure. But yeah, I mean, they just when I'm writing and I have to have a beat for sure. I can't just write stuff and then go find a beat and make the lyrics fit that beat. Like I have to write as I'm to the beat, and I've always been that way. But yeah, I just put the beat on, shut my eyes, and just start saying things. And when it makes enough sense to put it down, and I just say, I start with that sentence, and then, sometimes it takes me a few days. But the other night, I wrote a whole track, or I wrote 2 verses for it in like 25 minutes, and was recording it that night. Which yesterday, hanging out with Bam and Enoch, I asked Bam if he would bless me with a verse on this song, and he agreed to it. So he will be my official first Acid Cult feature.
Hell yeah!
Dope.
Yeah.
Bam says he needs that ghost number.
Yeah,
yeah, for sure.
Enoch is saying he gave you a camera and you haven't put it up.
I told you he was gonna say something. I'm looking right here at the camera too. It's literally right in front of me.
It won't take that long to set up, and just think, you'll have proof of ghosts.
Right. But I think ghosts are smarter than that because it's real hard to get proof. Real hard.
Wouldn't it piss you off though? Say you got real footage of like your cupboards like slamming open and a knife like flying out of the thing or something, and you knew you had nothing to do with it. You post it to YouTube like real ghost footage, and motherfuckers are just like, I can see the fishing string, the fucking fishing line.
Right. It's like, for real though, you can't. Mm-mm. Thank you, Bam. Yeah. And Bam, I don't listen to a lot of music. I don't, because I don't want to pick things up from other music when I'm writing. So if I know I'm going to sit down and write, like I just don't listen to anything. And I don't really listen to a lot of music in general. Like since I got released the last time from jail, I haven't listened to mainstream music, and that was in 2010. Like
Some
I,
rappers.
I, I don't listen to nothing
And
mainstream.
that was
My wife
like
does.
Cali underground music, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. What all like artists did you like follow out there? But obviously, there's the bigger names that people know. But what are some of the like
Right.
not so big artists that you liked out there?
No one's even unless you're from California has heard of Rude Dog. Like he was like the Mexican Tupac. Like before the Mexican Tupac became famous on TikTok or whatever. Like and he was pretty good. And like as far as like more known would be Brother Lynch Hung. Um, I can't remember any of the rest of them really. None of them were spectacular enough for me to still have on the tip of my tongue this
Right.
you know
Did you catch a
long
lot of
60
Sub Noise shows?
I didn't really go to a lot of shows. Like I picked up on the internet what was available on the internet, but I was in a room locked up in a closet and only came out at night to sling my bags and like I
Right.
was locked up in my room or locked up in jail most of the time.
Hey, I think I'm gonna have to dip out shortly here. Unfortunately.
For sure. So you wouldn't say you have any artists that kind of inspired you or anything?
Brother Lynch Hung, like his ability to write freely, like what a lot of us think, the craziness that goes through our head, you know what I mean? The ability to like, be free with that and not think it, like, cause I do a lot of writing on my phone because my handwriting is so terrible. Like I'll show you proof of it if you want. When I go back to read it, to kind of memorize it and do whatever before I record, I can't tell what the fuck it says. And sometimes I think, if somebody breaks into my phone and sees this shit I'm writing, you know what I mean? I'm gonna be on the fucking FBI most wanted list or some shit.
You gotta slow down a little when you're writing.
That's the thing. It's hard to slow down when you're trying to go with the beat,
Yeah.
And then I look at people like Enoch. He has books and books and file cabinets full of verses. You know what I mean? His writing is like, I don't know.
You made me picture like a whole study. Like he's just got a full fucking library in his home of like what looks like novels, but you go and pull one out, it's just writings. Small.
No shit. That's really what it's like. File cabinets full of it.
So you got any good security moments?
No, my job has been so. Well, I got bit by a dog like my first week at a new site when I first started for a new company.
That.
That's the most exciting thing that's happened.
How'd it get your fucker lunge at you?
I was outside the what are they called? The upper management lady that ran the dispensary where I was working at. Called me over to her car and I was like, what? And I went like, I don't know, 10 inches maybe away from her car and didn't know there was dogs in her car. And the pit bull just, got me quick. And I'm glad it didn't come out because I would have had to have shot it. You know what I mean? Because I'm an armed guard. So I always have a pistol. So.
Do you think she called you over there for the dog to bite you? Like, was she like,
no, because she freaked out. No. Yeah. And I'm glad I didn't like get any closer or actually put my body in the window. You know what I mean?
Could have been in your throat.
Well, Enoch's going to say something about, have you heard from the lawyer yet? Watch. I bet you he does. Yeah. That'd be a nice chunk of change.
You said that. Deleted it.
I was like, damn, he knows me too well.
Uh,
But yeah,
is
I
there
sit in the
any?
car like.
Sorry, Lee, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead. You're about
I was,
to take off, so go ahead and get your stuff out of the way that you wanted to ask.
how'd you
Yeah.
become an armed guard? What drew you into that?
Money.
I mean, that's
And
fair enough.
I couldn't work in the factories anymore because I was working in these factories out here in Battle Creek, and too fast paced. Like I just couldn't keep up anymore. I got a torn meniscus right now, on top of my other leg problems I have with neuropathy and nerve damage and shit. Like I just couldn't stand on my feet 12 or 15 hours a day anymore.
Yeah, fucking hurts.
Yeah.
You chose a pretty physical job past that. I mean, I'm guessing it's pretty lax most of the time, but then when you do get somebody,
Right. And like I said, I mostly work at nighttime, sitting in a vehicle, just making sure nobody breaks in the dispensaries at nighttime.
yeah,
You know, I'm more of a presence than anything. That's how I wrote Acid Cold Security. The first song I dropped was just sitting in my car. I was like, I'm just going to try to do this, and that's how that became
that
a
would be a
song.
good time to write music, just chilling in your car at night, you know.
Yeah,
Past
definitely. And then in December I lost that job, so I haven't worked since December.
Are you trying to stay in that line of work?
Yeah, because I know it's something I can do, especially like with surgeries and stuff coming up, and I've had a toe cut off already, and like my legs are just not working.
Is it difficult to find security work though?
Security work that don't look down on all this, the tattoos, my hands, everything,
You would
it's
think
it's
that would be a benefit. I'd look for somebody tougher if I was looking for
that's
security.
that's what I'm saying, and it's 2025, like quit living in the past, like,
Yeah, just get the fuck over it at this point.
right. And even my piercing, my dermal kept me from getting one job.
That's
So that's just crazy. Next, you're gonna tell me it's my mustache or my goatee.
Have you looked into doing like show security and shit?
Yeah, but it comes with a lot of traveling.
Yeah, but maybe like, do you have any local festivals? I don't know what goes down in Michigan.
Yeah,
So
well, when anything acid cult has to do with acid cult, then I'm security. That's why I'm acid cult security.
yeah,
So that's and I just do that because I love the family.
fucking stagehand work is definitely something you could look into too.
Yeah, that involves a lot of walking. You'll notice like a lot of big like group photos, acid cult group photos. You're not gonna see me in them because they're up on the stage, and I can't even get up on the stages. That's how bad my legs are, especially my knee right now.
Man, I would just get on that stage and like take a seat in a chair.
It might happen someday.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Security for them pays great, and then you can sneak me in. That's what Enoch says.
Yeah. He's talking about Electric Forest and places like that.
Michigan Metal Fest.
Yeah.
I'll bet
They
that's
do
a
have
good.
that. But then I would have to listen to that music, and I can't do it. I have a hard time with it.
I'm gonna have to get rolling out here, but
All right. Peace out. Have a good night.
yeah, you too, man. This has been a good short portion here. Nice to meet
Awesome.
you.
Thank you. You as well.
Fucking whoop whoop.
Whoop whoop.
Play a song quick.
All right.
Why does it keep doing that?
acid cold. Now what?
Think Chris, you a fool for this one.
You ready for this? You ready for this? You ready for this? You ready for this? Let me introduce myself on that. You rep that shit. If you ain't down, that shit is just absurd to me. Don't say another word to me. Get down on your knees and suck that shit with urgency. Act like it's an emergency. 911, you better hope that they can't hit you. Cause not a single motherfucker's gonna come protect you. I'm always pistol back and I'll be calling your bluff. Keep talking shit and you'll get your ass stuffed. Always run your mouth but you ain't never back it up. You probably keep it going till your casket gets shut. I'm a fool, I'm a nut, I'm a natural bone killer. I'll turn you into zombies, Michael Jackson's Thriller. I don't need all your drama, go on, save it for your mama. Ain't gonna stop me, can't get in my way. I do this shit every day. A fucking maniac, I'm the attack, always track. If they get motherfucker rip that shit until I die. If you wanna double cross us, then you better think twice. Cause I'm the motherfucker better than you fucking lie. If they get motherfucker rip that shit until I die. If you wanna double cross us, then you better think twice. Cause I'm the motherfucker better than you fucking lie. If they get motherfucker rip that shit until I die. If you wanna double cross us, then you better think twice. Cause I'm the motherfucker that'll take you fucking life. Homicidal maniac that never thinks twice. I'm the scary voice that you hear when I'm the knife blade that you feel in your spine. I'm the evil thoughts that go through your mind. You know the one that says take your own life. If you know what's good for you, just get up out my side. If you know what's good for you, just get up out my side.
Shout out to Thick Chris. He's the beat wizard behind both those tracks.
Yeah.
Cold-blooded mix.
What was
I'm dangerous.
What was the process behind that?
That song?
Yeah.
It started when I think Enoch was the first person to call me acid cold security, and then everybody started picking up on calling me acid cold security. And again, I think I was driving on the way to work, and I just threw a beat on, and it wasn't that beat that I had on that I used, and it just came to me out of nowhere. That me
You got an extended version of it?
No, but I'm going to. That one I was in a hurry, like I just wanted to hurry up and drop something. So to that point, I was comfortable with releasing it because it was good enough to release, in my opinion, at that time. So yeah, I wanna do and there's an open verse on TikTok right now that I'm trying to get other people to throw something on there, and if
That's
they
a good
want
beat.
to, yeah, just see who jumps on there. It's been up there for like 2 weeks now.
All right. That's on N8XL TikTok.
Yep. Yeah, everything YouTube, all platforms is under N8XL except for I don't have a N8XL Facebook. It's just Nate Treat.
Let everybody know where they can start to find you at on platforms and stuff.
First, YouTube, because my YouTube is not growing very fast. Yeah, so it's just like I said, all platforms N8XL. It's in the number 8XL, and Instagram, not Facebook, TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, all the other music platforms. I'm on all of them. Spotify, everything's doing really well on Spotify right now. I'm shocked. I'm like, for real?
You got a lot more stuff on Spotify?
No, those are the only 2 songs I have dropped anywhere.
For sure.
Yeah. So far, it's been one a month since I started dropping music. So I'm gonna try to keep up with that.
What's your top 5 collab all time?
All time?
If you could have anybody you wanted.
Brother Lynch in his prime, not so much now time Brother Lynch. That would definitely, just because, like I said, he was the first one that showed me you can be free to say what you think and not be outcast like you're a
Right.
monster. Another dream collab. You know, I really like Two Live Crew, which is funny. You know, like they're real West Coast gangster, but
Yeah.
I've never done, you know, ever done a West Coast type song. So I think that would be a fun one to do with them. And most, I think they're all still out there doing music. So that, you know, but I've never thought about collabing with people because I never thought I would be in a spot to where I'd be making music. I mean, of course, it would be, you know, Enoch and Cartoon, you know, for sure, because without them, I definitely would have never even, I wouldn't be doing anything I'm doing right now. And sheesh,
One more.
one more. I'm gonna think really hard. That's gonna be a fun one, but Mercules,
That would be dope. I like
I think
Mercules.
so. I do too. Like he just, you know,
Not
and the
so much
cheeks.
a fan of his live performance, but
Yeah, his live performance wasn't, you know, it's hard to breathe when you got that much neck, bro.
yeah, it looked like Mercury's
I'm
ate
just
Mercury's.
saying. Yeah, yeah. That would probably be like the strangest one, and the probably the most important to me if I ever could. That one would be cool
Yeah, that
because
would.
I have a side of me that wants to write like that, you know. And I actually have recorded and released on a undisclosed place a song that's kind of like deep into, you know, growing up teased and, you know, how I, you know, found drugs and stuff. Like, so I have like that, like I want to reach people, like heart side of me, and then mostly just I just want to cut out your heart side of me. So I think a song with him would, I would be able to bring out that more, like,
Yeah, I'd bring out the
you
best
know,
in you.
yeah, yeah. Instead of the normal, like, let me cut you open and see what your insides are doing.
Right.
But I'm okay with being stuck in that because that's just, you know what I mean. Like I'm
Just
okay
having
with
fun
every,
with it.
yeah. God, I don't. I, I'll always probably talk about cutting somebody or killing somebody, murdering somebody in some type of way. Like so far, the two songs I've released, well, Acid Cult still kind of says I'm gonna fucking kill you, but it's not as in depth like I'm Dangerous is, and then Mind of a Maniac, which is what's being finished up right now. I'm waiting on a feature and mixing on that song, and then definitely the new song I'm working on right now is about definitely about killing, and that one's called Visions.
You got a full album you plan on dropping anytime? This
No, when I first picked up the pen and I got the fucking paper out, I'll show you. It's right here next to me. This was my plan. It's gonna be backwards, but it says Acid Cold Security, I'm Dangerous, and Mind of a Maniac. That was my plan. But uh, we'll see. The best way for a plan to fail is to make a plan. So I'm just, you know,
Right.
I'm brand new and I'm not trying to like come out here and like take over the world, but I just want to make music, and if people like it, they like it. You know, so far it
I
seems
like
like
it so far. What I've
there's
heard.
there's there's enough crazy people out there that like it. That, you know,
And you don't even have, even non-crazy people, I'm sure they're out there that would like it.
yeah. I mean, there's people like me that could only listen to it and couldn't really, you know, be
Relate.
about it, like, you know, relate. Yeah.
So would you say, fucking your first thing you would probably do for an album was like an Acid Cult collab album?
Honestly, no.
No.
I don't want to be known or be looked at like I'm trying to piggyback on. Like you notice, like I haven't like got Enoch or Cartoon or anybody to be in a song with me. Bam's gonna be my first feature on a song. Like I just because I know how people are. You know what I mean? They're gonna be
Right.
like, oh, people only like his music, or people only follow him, or people only fuck with him because of
Because he
and
fucked with da 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 da.
yeah, So
For sure.
it wouldn't. I'm not saying there wouldn't be some tracks that they were on, but it definitely wouldn't be a whole like acid cult based, everybody acid cult kind of thing. No,
Acid
and
Cult
that
Cypher.
yeah, I heard talks about that yesterday. But I mean, to be fair, I'm not under the umbrella of an acid cult artist. I'm just a super fan, supporter, security guard. You know what I mean? Like,
Absolutely.
I have not been fucked in or offered to be fucked in, and that's not you know what I mean. That's not. I didn't set out like I got to be one of them. Like I'm one of them regardless. Like
Right.
we're just friends. You know what I mean? Like, and again, I don't want people to be like you know they're just taking it. And when I told them like I really don't want to like be known like because of you guys like I'm gonna do they took it real literally like they're very like you're gonna do things on your own like figure it out on your own like they give me hints and they won't steer me in the wrong direction but they'll but it's teaching me
So,
how to reach out to other people instead of just hey tell me how to do this or hey help me you know what I mean like they're teaching me without actually teaching me things. You know what I'm saying?
yeah. Kind of guiding you the right
I'm
way.
yeah.
Like
They
with uh fuck, I lost it. I'm stoned.
family. Yes, that's 100%. The day I decided to actually okay, I'm gonna like write a song and record a song was the day these guys married me. Bam, Enoch, and Cartoon performed the ceremony. It was actually a big show. It was a big enough show, but it was a show. The Unholy Union. I don't know if you probably might have saw flyers going around for it or not. Like in October.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
Yeah. That shit was.
Was it, anything wild happened that night?
In private or during the show?
Just in anything wild?
No, it was actually the chillest show. I mean, that it could be. You know what I mean? Like it was. It was spiritual, for real spiritual. Actually, like it was. Can't even describe it. It was a crazy feeling.
Or felt wholesome.
Really. Felt like I was complete, like everything, not just, being attached to my wife, but just, I don't know, the whole
Yeah,
atmosphere just like completed me as a person that day. It was crazy.
for sure. Sean says Nada got jumped in.
Yeah. She's the only one that's been jumped in so far instead of fucked in. That's Dopey's profile? If it is, what's up, Dopey? I can't see the pictures. I just see, but I'm
It's
not
a
used to
white
seeing that
hood.
name.
A white hood, looks like.
I'm pretty sure it's him. He's the one that would have said that, probably. Yeah, he's laughing. It was him. He's all incognito in here. That's funny.
Do you got any to-do things you want to do before you give up, like in the end game of your career in rapping?
No,
No,
I
you just
don't
want to
like. I
go
don't
in.
have any I don't have any expectations. I just, I don't want to throw myself at people either, right? You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to reach out to. I don't know. Like, I maybe I'm too fresh. Like, it's really so much different than it was in the early 2000s, mid 2000 era. You know what I mean? Like, just really different. So I just I don't want to have any expectations or wishes or any, I don't believe that I'll physically be able to be a performing artist. You know what I mean? As far as like, I don't think people want to see me just stand there and rap and with my legs and missing a toe and all that stuff. I'm not the agilest person, and I just don't believe that would be a enjoyable thing to watch. So like I don't like man, I want to perform this show, or I wish I could, so I don't have like those ambitions or thoughts. Like, if I was yeah, I just want to make music that my real goal is to impress other rappers, if that makes sense. Like, and not just like the immediate, right, family that I have that I'm surrounded with, but uh I like hearing other rappers say that's dope or that was a good bar, something like that.
Yeah,
'Cause
impress them with
I,
your style. Yeah.
yeah, and then like, yeah, like, and I just don't. My ambition is to not make my wife think I'm too fucking weird or crazy. You know what I mean? Because it's hard because she's around every time I'm recording. Like, she's in the room with me because I record everything at home. So like, yeah, I just don't want to suck. That's my goal, just to improve with every song I make. Learn better ways to record, better ways to improve the way my recording sounds. Like, that's really, I just want to, yeah, that would make me happy. I would die happy. That's for sure.
Yeah, there. I don't know if we talked about this during live or not, but like, motherfucker, I lost it. My bad. Uh, shit. Uh, like, what is there any styles in like horror characters that you put in perspective, you think, when you write? I know you said you just like close your eyes and then start writing. Is there any
Yeah.
kind of like movie horror actor that you kind of put into play a little bit?
No, I'm the worst person when it comes to anything movie wise. Like, uh, um, like in the hook and I'm Dangerous. It's like, fuck the movies. This is real life shit. Like, you know, that's what goes through my head. Like, I'm more scared and more enticed by shit that I know is real. Like, you know,
And what
I
scares
like,
you?
yeah, I like the thought of knowing that some crazy motherfucker could break my door in and just murder me, like, because he wants to, because he's crazy, or like, that's like the next song is Mind of a Maniac. Like, kind of like, this is the thoughts that go through my head that make me, act out these things. Like, so I
For
just,
sure.
I try to go into it with that's why, like, I suck at writing consistently. Like, cause I try to go into it like completely like with no thoughts of what I'm going to write about. and just let it happen. Like this last one, Visions, that I just finished writing. Like, I just put a beat on that was gifted to me from Enoch and his producer Donnie the Dirtbag. Like I said, I haven't listened to this one all the way through yet. Before it was all the way through, like, I already had 2 or 3 bars in my head, and then I sat there and, for the first time since I started doing music again, wrote 2 verses back to back at the same time, because I was just that, like, in tune with it. And I think it's probably my best ones yet, but we'll see in a couple months.
For sure. Is there any like beat makers that you would want make a beat for you? Any specific beat? Like, is there any specific producer or anything that stands out?
I would really like to get one from Ill Fortune for sure. I like his '80s scary vibe to the most of the beats that he makes. But and then I've gotten Thick Chris, Donnie the Dirtbag, so Ill Fortune definitely would be one. And there's other people who are dabbling in making beats. So when they get to where they feel like they want to make beats to be used, then definitely would do that. But like a month, 3 weeks ago or so, I entered Mind of a Maniac raw version. Or was it I'm Dangerous? That song that I just released, I entered that into a contest, the raw version, and won the underdog series, like a cash prize. And then I won a custom beat from a producer named Holden that's from I want to say Indiana, but I'm probably wrong. So this would be the first time that I've told somebody I want it to sound a little more like this, or add a little bit of that, or I want this to be louder. I've never done that part of a custom beat. Like, I said, hey, I want it to sound like this, and just got one sent back to me and went with it.
Right.
So that's probably what I'm looking forward to the most, because I'm going to learn something different.
Sure.
Yeah.
At the gathering, what was the wildest thing you saw?
The wildest thing I saw was the M80, M90, whatever the thing that got thrown in the crowd that exploded right next to me and knocked this skinny little white chick down. Like, it looked like she got blown up like by a real mortar. It was like, it was funny and terrifying at the same time, because my wife and a couple other people were sitting a couple rows behind us, and me and Devin were standing up while ICP was playing the first night. And I got shrapnel in the belly and a bruise on my shin from probably a rock that got thrown up. But the rest of the stuff is just, because I've been watching things about it for so long, because, dreaming about going to the gathering, and you know what I mean? So the rest of the stuff really wasn't too strange. Enoch's buddy Rocky passed out and shin planted his face on my shin, like, hard enough to make my shin bruise, and it just got right back up. That was pretty crazy. And of course, the human centipede train that was going on during Bam Bam the Voodoo Child set.
Yeah.
I saw. I looked over, because I was standing up close to the stage and watching Bam. I looked over and I thought, yeah. And I told my wife, I said, are they doing what I think they're doing? Because I'm old, I don't got the best vision. She's like, that's a threesome. And then the word got out, and that's when Cartoon and Enoch were like, Enoch saw it and he ran and got Cartoon and pulled Cartoon, and that's when that infamous picture got taken.
Yeah,
My
I
wife
was
on night.
fucking tripping like a motherfucker at that point.
Seeing my
I was
wife
sitting
on
there, I
night
was like,
for the first
what
time was
is
pretty
everybody
wild.
doing?
Yeah, I think I was pretty spacey at that moment too. Although the mushrooms that I got at gathering weren't all terrific, to be honest. Yes, make a bigger one if they bring it back this year.
There we go. We had a fucking picture sent to us.
Oh my God, those are
Oh,
nice.
look at them drugs.
Oh shit, that's funny. Oh, that's great. Gosh, you're gonna have to send that to me, or somebody post it so I can steal it.
Yeah, Swill said he sent it to both of us, so
Okay,
that's a good one.
I
Swill.
finally got a titty pic. I've made it up a level. I've been memed.
But yeah, is there anything else you'd want to talk about, or?
No, I just wanted to tell you thank you for having me on here. It's the first time I've ever been interviewed. I don't see myself as a person that deserves any type of a spotlight or anything, but I appreciate that, you saw a reason to bring me on here.
For
I just
sure.
want to tell you thank you for that for sure.
Yeah,
And
you're
to
definitely worthy, bro.
interview me on J Day, that's pretty dope. I'm just saying.
For sure.
That's pretty dope.
Is there what's your favorite, I don't know, Acid KULT song?
Acid KULT song?
By any of the Acid KULT members?
That's a hard one. I'm gonna have to say it would be right now Invasion from the Siamese Goat God, Enoch and Cartoon. I bump that fucker a lot. That song is dope.
Home Invasion?
Yeah. That's a good ass song. And Worthless Circus is pretty dope too. But it would have to be probably 2 or 3 songs from every artist in order to, until they all have a song together, then of course it would be that one. I'm a fan of everybody on Acid KULT. Like, there's nobody that it's like, I don't follow or don't come up on my playlist. Like, there's some I listen to a lot, like, because I'm old. I like to listen to CDs, and I'm always running CDs in my car, and that's Cartoon, Enoch, Bam, like their CDs are always in rotation.
It is not pulling up on mine.
It's on Cartoon's YouTube.
Oh, okay.
What's up, Cartoon? I can't do that, Swill. Not until I pay off the ones I've already got.
He's talking about getting bigger ones.
No, he said call Chris on Messenger for a free beat. I said no, I'm gonna pay off the 2 I have first. I got them on payments. Dude, all this started when I lost my job, so it's like, I was making $4,000 a month before I got fired. Like, there'd probably be music coming out every 2 weeks if I had the money to fund it that way.
Right. Is there a music video to that?
No.
No.
The cover should just be like a house on fire. It's got like a real like 80s horror movie cover vibe to it. Called Invasion. Yeah, it's not yet, sadly. It needs to be one though. It would be dope.
Right. I think it just doesn't want me to play because it is not popping up.
I had a hard time finding it on YouTube the other day too. I messaged Tune and was like, "Is it on there?" And then I found it on Spotify.
Enoch, send me the link.
He's a liar. Enoch, why is it not coming up on YouTube? It's the second time that I know of that it's happened to somebody. Is it being hidden for some reason?
Right.
Is it too fire?
What's going on here? That's crazy. Yeah. Do you know what album it's on by chance?
It's not on the album yet. It's just
single.
released as a single. He said he sent it to you on Facebook. And it's probably because they Enoch especially spells everything crazily. He wrote in the chat how it's spelled. Cartoon sent it also.
Yeah, I got it. King Gordy.
Yeah. He's on the hook, dude. It's fire.
King Gordy's a beast.
Hey, Chris, you a fool for this one.
Better lock your doors on the news, did you hear it? Siamese goat on the loose like Ramirez. Confiscate your body, then we sacrifice your spirit to the almighty God that we summon through these lyrics. Old school, never need a gun, beat you with the fist. Black and red beam and our music's insidious. Don't you hear the words? He is verb, I am Phineas. Make you talk, Mary Shaw, the sinister ventriloquist. You can't. And I can reach you right through the padlocks. Very shitty rappers like kitties inside a sandbox. 7 days to live, crawling out of your laptop, filling prophecies. Created in a starship, and your it's we're here collecting eyelids. Throwing on me boat in the ocean, I'm a pirate. Searching for the flight logs to exit these islands.
Leg us in the door now. We'll break the door down. Bodies hit the floor tile. And we about to go wild. Leg us in the door now. We will break the door down. Bodies hit the floor tile. And we about to go wild. Home invasion. Yes, home invasion. Home invasion. Oh yeah, we on the roll now. Home invasion. Yes, home invasion. Home invasion. Now burn this motherfucking house down.
That's it called put in the work with no days off. Burn the house down. Now my mouth spit napalm. Let me guess, your favorite rapper always sing the same song. Whips, guns, chains, long iced out gang. We ain't fucking with that bullshit. Hope that you have noticed. Mainstream rappers are equivalent to rodents. I'm red with the blades, with the razors, he's Logan. So red, all these names to their faces are swollen. We come from the underground, pray to Leviathan. Ancient, two-headed goat from the hieroglyphs. Get inside your brain, dark thoughts make you slice your wrist. Reconstruct your corpse, Frankenstein, I'm a scientist. Consider this the warning, we're not from this dimension. Open up the door and add your soul to our collection. That crucifix is useless, your lord is no protection. Once we enter in your mind with this music, we'll never exit.
Leg us in the door now. We will break the door down. Bodies hit the floor tile. And we about to go wild. Leg us in the door now. We will break the door down. Bodies hit the floor tile. And we about to go wild. Home invasion. Yes, home invasion. Home invasion. Oh yeah, we on the roll now. Home invasion. Yes, home invasion. Home invasion. Now burn this motherfucking house down.
Yeah, that one's fire for sure.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, it's fucking StreamYard, dude. I've been bitching at him for like a week now. Video coming this year, Enoch said.
Can't wait.
For sure.
Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you coming on, buddy.
Well, no, I appreciate you having me on. It was fun. I had a good time.
For sure. And when you release more music, you can come on and get news out that way too.
Yep. I got a couple more coming out. I got it. Yeah. I'm trying to do one once a month right now. That's hopefully financially doable at the moment. So
Oh yeah.
until but I actually, the company that fired me had me working this weekend, so we'll see if anything comes out of that, and if so, then just a couple of days a week is pretty good money. So music can start coming out a little faster then, probably.
Right. Get your own setup going.
Yeah. Well, I got all my own setup. I just paying to have it mixed and mastered and beats. Even though I get mad love that way, it's still not free.
Right. And you want it your specific way too. Like
yeah. I'm so new. I'm just like, here's my stems. Like, let me hear it when you're done. Like I said, I'm trying to learn all that. Like, I'm to assert myself and tell somebody instead of I'm just little Nate over here that don't know nothing. And how am I going to tell you what I want? Like, just that's how I feel. Like, I'm like insecure and like being bossy or something. But yeah.
For sure. Well, you have a good night, buddy, and
you too. And I will talk to you soon. And
hope everybody had a good show.
I'm gonna drop that you are working on the album cover for my next drop, Mind of a Maniac. So that's when you see that come out, the artwork will be from this man right here.
For sure. I
appreciate you. Everyone have a good night.
Whoop.
Tell me you can turn me up. Tell me that you with me for real. Tell me you can turn me up when I'm feeling down. Tell me you can turn me up. Tell me that you with me for real. Tell me you can turn me up when I'm feeling down.
Tell me that I'm worth it. Tell me I deserve it. Cause all these voices in my head tell me to close the curtains. I've been audibly so nervous, clawing for the surface. Harnessed, steady, taunted by these demons. What's the purpose? It's like I think about it daily. If depression gets the best of me, would you be there to save me? Cause truthfully, I'm losing sleep and truly going crazy. Tell me you can turn me up, cause I've been feeling down lately. I'm talking down, baby. Put my body in the ground and trying to make it sound serenity. Fuck sobriety, I'm trying to sit some crown, baby. Maybe if you stick around, I can turn around.
Tell me you can turn me up. Tell me that you with me for real. Tell me you can turn me up when I'm feeling down. Tell me you can turn me up. Tell me that you with me for real. Tell me you can turn me up when I'm feeling down.
My back was against the wall, was really down on my luck. Stressed the fuck out, kept crowning my cup. I felt alone, empty home, close to giving up. Smallest things seeming large, wasn't big enough. Mistakes made, but okay, can't change it, yeah, out. Bounce back, come stronger, hate time that I fall. Remorse in my heart, no matter right if I'm wrong. Feeling my soul, on these beats on my songs. A dark cloud of anger and hate that surrounds me. I don't want none of you snakes up around me. Fragile and fake fucks, you never really down. If you really riding with me, then we turning up now.
Tell me you can turn me up. Tell me that you with me for real. Tell me you can turn me up when when I'm feeling down. Tell me you can turn me up. Tell me that you with me for real. Tell me you can turn me on when I'm feeling down.
There's an angel in my heart and in my mind that lives demon. There's a staircase in between and they've been meeting every evening. There's an angel in my heart and in my mind that lives a demon. There's a staircase in between and they've been meeting every evening. I got lots of dark thoughts that my heart won't let me act on. Body parts chopped up, blood all on the hacksaw. Jim Duggan, Slim Duggan, ballin' bitch like Nick Lovin'. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Pick a rapper by the toe. I've been doing shadow work, as above, so below. Oh, you got a problem with me? Grab a mirror and let me know. Self-reflect before projecting negativity. The only one that matters is yourself. I mean that literally. There's an angel in my heart and in my mind that lives a demon. There's a staircase in between and they've been meeting every evening. There's an angel in my heart and in my mind that lives a demon. There's a staircase in between and they've been meeting every evening.
What the fuck's the point of purpose? My whole life's been fucking worthless. Put my body in the dirt. I'm sick and tired of the surface. So much anxiety inside of me. I suffer with this silently. It's all cause of sobriety.
Hey, stop that bitch. Remember at the bottom didn't have a pot of I'm finally on my way to the top position. I ain't got no competition. I'm my only opposition. Who's that guy inside the mirror? Oh, you got lots of wisdom. There's an angel in my heart and in my mind that lives a demon. There's a staircase in between and they've been meeting every evening. There's an angel in my heart and in my mind that lives a demon. There's a staircase in between and they've been meeting every evening.
I've been thinking about it lately. All these voices seem to hate me. They've been ganging up and talking shit to me like I ain't crazy. Bitch, I ain't going back to Hades. And if I do, I'm rolling with you ladies. Suck your dick, suck it, making love to me. I'm stuffing them and shocking them like Pikachu. Girl, you know what the demons do. Angels, they be scheming too. Lamest when I speak to you. Ain't nobody safe. I ain't your fate, you can't escape.
There's an angel in my heart and in my mind that lives a demon. There's a staircase in between and they've been meeting every evening. There's an angel in my heart and in my mind that lives a demon. There's a staircase in between and they've been meeting every evening.
I've been smoking, I've been drinking, I've been making bad decisions. I've been smoking, I've been drinking, I've been making bad decisions. I've been smoking, I've been drinking, I've been making bad decisions. I've been smoking, I've been drinking, I've been making bad decisions. Step on bitches, come humble me. That shit you talking, don't fuck with me. I'm stupid fly, I'm Bumblebee. I'm suited up with my Chevy sign. I need input, I'm Johnny 5. Short circuit, I blow your mind. Don't ever try to draw stupid. Batteries are not included. B1Z, I'm zooted. Brain fucked up, polluted. If you pick up a burner, but you better shoot it. Six fanboy, that's a movement. Naturally, I'm feeling nasty. Dirty mind, don't even ask me. I'm fly as fuck and I'm looking classy. Blacked out with my hoodie up for my red eyes beaming underneath the moonlight with a snake in the bed. Bloody vampires on my back with a sack of the good times. Don't stick to mine, so I'm a killer with the rhymes. As I climb to the top, I'm a 10 with a 9 fully loaded. Don't quote it. The rap in the shack and the soul that. Y'all can never fuck with me, y'all know that. I've been smoking, I've been drinking, I've been making bad decisions. I've been smoking, I've been drinking, I've been making bad decisions. I've been smoking, I've been drinking, I've been making bad decisions. I've been smoking, I've been drinking, I've been making bad decisions.
The very best day.
Who you to tell me how the fuck I should be living? I'm a smoke weed and drink my liquor. This should be a given. And in the business that I'm making bad decision. I'm a grab me with the throat and then right about if you're a self, I guess you know there ain't no top of this. We're making about the apocalypse. I'm really going to rock this. Instead of the government jacking this and pennies. We just quick. Once I land, these motherfuckers, they don't stop in this. The game to show you that I'm a weirdo. Chewing on the razor blades, earn me some De Niro. Visions all over my head, but really they're a clear road. So I cut that microphone to rip it to your ear holes. Busting out your eardrums, I'm fixing on your fear. I'm the wicked, really going to show what you want for real. Though stepping up on the stage instead of the on my free flow. When I say my face, got me feeling like a hero. Everybody running with my clip, and a reload. Double barrel shot, it's until make it feel low. Hit you with the slug, I watch your blood spill to the flow. Yellow from the hillside, I'm a motherfucking juggalo. Killing all them haters that in every fucking body know. If you wanna be for me, then I'm about to let it go. Step up to the microphone, you know that I'm like a load of wood. I get it spitting, I'm making fucking headaches. I've been smoking, I've been drinking, I've been making bad decisions. I've been smoking, I've been drinking, I've been making bad decisions. I've been smoking, I've been drinking, I've been making bad decisions. I've been smoking, I've been drinking, I've been making bad decisions.
Time to roll. No questions asked. I'ma smash competition with the ammunition, bucking and fucking them up, leaving them stuck fools get struck like lightning when the G like me spitting. Living on the planet of my turf is a ghost town, haunted by the spirits that refuse to move on. Communicate with the other side only because my psychic abilities remain really strong. I'm capacitated with the supernatural electricity in my lyrics. Can you hear it? It's a static. I bring a wizard and a warrior combined with the mind of the divine and entwined with the line. Bring cannabis sativa, enhance my abilities, especially when it's time to kick in facilities. Magical, mystical ninja in the vicinity, moving with agility, coming with the critically acclaimed gang bang man. With the digital precision of a G released from prison. Extraordinary lyricism, magnetic metaphors, that's what I'm giving. I'm coming with synonyms, every syllable get pronounced with strategy, projecting wisdom and intellect. Wrapped up like the internet, steady smoking and drinking and making the noise.
I've been smoking, I've been drinking, I've been making bad decisions. I've been smoking, I've been drinking, I've been making bad decisions. I've been smoking, I've been drinking, I've been making bad decisions. I've been smoking, I've been drinking, I've been making bad decisions. Everybody call this the robbery.
That's really crowning that dude. All right, whoop whoop.